was that ASDEC feels as if they're not maintaining the relationships with their graduates as well as they should. So they're putting all the effort in to train these people and, you know, trying to develop their brand, and they graduate and they're gone, and that's kind of it. So they're kind of losing a lot of intellectual capital as these graduates are leaving and not associating themselves maybe as much as with ASDEC as they should, and they're not keeping in touch. So we wanted to leverage those graduates, look into how to leverage those graduates to increase the brand name and also to benefit the overall cause of the company.
Yeah, and in doing that, we also looked at the incentives for the graduates to come back and kind of be a part of the brand for ASDEC. And what we recognized was there really weren't an incredible number of opportunities or incentives for them to do that. What we recognized was the main incentive would be getting job placement and you know, career opportunities and opportunities to make money off of this program that they invested so much into. And that was really the main thing we saw as being beneficial for them, and just another thing we'll get to as well.
2 cents?
I guess the first thing we're looking at is the website, and in addition to the social networking that they want to expand on, which I think another group had, so we won't touch on that too much. We thought it'd be helpful to provide kind of a tab on the website that links people looking for tutors or teachers for their children or for adult programs. Link those with people who have come out of the training program. So maybe you could do a search by zip code or state, even though right now it's, you know, obviously focused in the Maryland area as you expand.
Adding on to that, perhaps having using social media, so having a Facebook presence or LinkedIn presence or a link on other dyslexia awareness websites would help increase your online presence in general.
Yeah, partnering with another major dyslexia charity that is focused more on the actual students directly, kind of helping those kids get matched up with tutors from ASDEC, and just kind of making parents aware of the opportunities like after-school programs and the summer programs and other programs we'll also get to talking about as well. We had ideas for it.
I mean, obviously you can always improve fundraising, but that does take quite a bit of effort. So by taking advantage of different file networks and really just expanding your brand name is really just the best way of expanding your donation base. So also with that, we want to suggest maybe giving out, say, different like items that have like the ASDEC brand on it to graduates from the program, or also just different events. So kind of like just improving like different ASDEC swagger. So it'll be really just promoting things. So by having that item, it'll be a sort of a conversation piece, because we feel that a lot of ASDEC's communication and promotion is really done by word of mouth and not as much done through all these different efforts.
We also, another main issue or solution that we discussed is creating, and obviously this would be, take a lot of organizations, so a large strategy move, but creating some sort of tutoring service within ASDEC, so not just graduating the graduates and saying, now you're off on your own to teach, actually keeping them within the program and developing a tutoring service, you know, on site, so that the graduates could, for them, they would benefit because they would graduate, have an opportunity to acquire a position that was steady, not having to go out as an independent contractor and try to find their own work. They would be able to do it right within ASDEC. And for ASDEC, they're creating their brand name by enlarging the amount of students that they're reaching, and also increasing awareness about dyslexia. And kind of on the same boat, we were talking about the potential, I don't know if legally you can do this, but sending testers into elementary school to try to test a group of students to see who has dyslexia. For example, like we were talking about how when you're in middle school you might get tests for scoliosis and your eyesight, things like that. It seems like a large percentage of students with dyslexia aren't being diagnosed, and therefore not only are they not reaching their full intellectual capacity, but in addition they're not clients because they don't know they have dyslexia. So if you can increase awareness about that, you're not only expanding your clientele base if you were to create a tutoring service, but also you're kind of increasing the general awareness about dyslexia.
And just to add on, a benefit of having the in-house tutoring program would be academic researchers can come and actually see the effectiveness of the program, because they'd be able to see how effectively the trainers were working with the children.
Yeah, the ASDEC can also monitor the progress of the children maybe after the tutoring, see how that worked, and kind of, as it said, increase their brand name and their competitive advantage by able to actually prove that this program works, or, find out how to improve their program. Maybe this step didn't work, this educational function didn't work. We could improve that, make this, really focus on what works and find out what doesn't, make the program better overall.
I think another thing that we talked about to expand outside of the facility itself is to have some of the trainees go to different schools. Number one, to use them to help brand the program, and number two, it will give them opportunities for jobs when they come out and they already have a network with a school. And that's, rather than people having to come specifically to a location, which means your students and the teachers come to that location, you can go get the kids where they are, and I think that will kind of travel through the parents a lot faster.
So I guess to really summarize a lot of our points, we really want to focus on improvement in networking, and in addition to really the branding of ASDEC, and to really just promote that as much as possible.
Now, one final thing we had an idea for was, again, back to the incentives for the trainers to come back and stay affiliated with ASDEC, is a continued education program. We thought a couple of really simple ways to do that would be a newsletter, obviously just an email once a month with a couple of things like, recent developments in the field, here's some tips like from other trainers, here's some potential clients that we found that may be of interest to you. And then also having that content on the website. We noticed there was like a login page, and we weren't actually sure what that was for, but it could be, we envisioned it kind of as something for the trainers to come in and just have a lot of content that they learned, and some new content that maybe they didn't have a chance to learn because they graduated 2 or 3 years ago, or even further back in time. Just making sure they stay connected to the website, connected to the company and the program.
Anyone have any questions?
What kind of cool handouts do you plan to give them? Or at least the people who graduated with the training program?
Handouts, you mean like?
Frisbees.
I mean, coffee mug, pen, notebook,
Frisbees.
Frisbees?
Frisbees are way more fun.
I mean, these are graduates, so.
Everyone can have fun.
Frisbees, okay. I mean, pretty much anything that's really feasible, something we think worthwhile. I mean, we've all been to enough network events where you see what's really, things that are commonplace. Water bottle, coffee mug, pen, pad of paper. So really just having like those basics to start and then expand from there to Frisbees.